Aloha tribe, aloha, it is PinkBella. Happy weekend. I hope everyone is well. I haven't done a weekend update for ages, but a little bit every day today. I was guided to go into a little bit more depth about the mini oracle reading that I did yesterday for all of us. So welcome everyone. Welcome all Twin Flames, Starseeds, Lightworkers. My name is PinkBella from PinkBella Aloha Therapy. I coach and empower all of you on your ascension journey, whether you're a twin flame, a starseed, or a light worker. I am a blue illumined twin flame. I am a starseed. I am a light worker, and I've been wearing many hats for a long time, like you all have. My current grid point on this planet, beautiful planet Earth, is Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. But I assist all of you all around the world, and I'm so grateful. I'm in gratitude for all the souls that I connected with this past week, and for all of you who've booked sessions coming up. Thank you so much. From Europe to Australia to North America to Hawaii. I am in gratitude for all of you that I'm able to spend time with. So welcome everyone. This is an Instagram live. I'm going to share a little bit more about some of the tarot messages I pulled for us yesterday, and I've got a little bit of a download for this weekend's energies and what's happening, whether you're divine feminine or divine masculine, whether you're on a twin flame journey or you're just awakening and you're on your ascension path, your awakening path. So we are all beings of light, and we've all had points on this timeline to awaken, to change timelines, to open our hearts, and to escalate and start our service, start our missions. For some of us, a lot of us are a lot more public than others, but our hearts are opening and awakening. And we've had many times in our lives where we've had an awakening, a huge awakening. So my awakening really started when I was little and I was taken to Hawaii, and I started to remember about Atlantis and Lemuria. And that was huge for me even as a child. I also had points where I knew that I was a starseed on a mission, but I would get put back to sleep. I had a big epiphany and awakening when I went to Egypt in the 90s. Like, Africa called to me. And when Africa called to me, I thought, well, I might as well go through Europe and then get to Africa to see the animals. And then I went to live in Australia for a year. So when I went to Egypt and the pyramids, I had a huge, massive download that completely changed me. And what I realize now that was 95. What I realize now is that my higher self came into my body. I got this massive download from the Akashic Records of all my timelines, including being a starseed. And by the time I traveled and got to Australia, I was completely different. I had to become vegan. I couldn't process food. I remembered about crystals and healing and Atlantis and Lemuria and all those other lifetimes. So that completely changed me. When I came back to Canada, at that point, I went and had a tarot reading, and I was blessed to be brought a soul here in Vancouver who knew about starseeds. And so she said to me, "You're not from here, you're a starseed." And I shared a little bit about that in this last week's reading. That full reading's on YouTube, so you can check that out. But those of you who resonate with the word starseed, you have an expanded team of light working with you at this time to help you move over to the new Earth grid for your soul mission, okay? So if any of you are wishing, and I'll get into this more at the end, and if you are wishing to book a session or reading, I am booking into May now, but I want to share with you too that I've got a huge sale on this weekend. All readings are 50% off, but the Akashic Healing sessions, the 90-minute ones, are close to 75% off, so that's just for this weekend, so check that out. And I just saw a huge flash of blue light around my head. So those readings, the 90-minute readings, we do a deeper healing with Archangel Michael, which was the blue light, and also Archangel Metatron, okay? So I'll share a bit more about that. So I hope everyone is doing well today and that you're having a good weekend. So I pulled a chakra message for both the masculine and the feminine yesterday. And we're all having a huge heart healing and expansion this weekend. And what amazed me, and I'll show you the cards, what amazed me, what came forward for all of us is both cards have a masculine and a feminine connected, and both are about the healing the heart this weekend. So there's a lot of heart healing and expansion. Let me just show some of the cards. So this is truly about our personal ascension, for a lot of us at this time. Those of you who are on a twin flame journey, or you resonate with that, whether you've met your twin or you haven't, there's a lot of heart healing that has to happen at this time for both parties to come together and reunite. And those who have reunited with your twin and partner, well done, because that means that you've done a lot of personal healing, but you're going to be having more healing as well. All right. So masculines, your energy center until I do the next reading is the pink energy, and it says friendship, and that's what came forward, Archangel Uriel. The pink energy is about many things. It is about self-love. It is about choosing ourselves and that beautiful healing. The big pink energy is that divine feminine healing, opening, expanding. It's also about romance and about being prepared for your true love. And I love this, how there's a male and a female, but the divine partnerships are both sexes as well. It doesn't matter. It's more about the energy, about the balanced energy, but it is about, healing sort of inner child wounds. So just know that for a lot of you as masculines, I know that you're going through a lot right now, and you are healing multidimensionally on many timelines. And for many of us, you could go back to your childhood. If you're on a twin flame journey, your twin's going to have the same wound. A lot of it is around unworthiness and around abandonment. That is a key core issue for twins and for divine partners. So masculines right now, you're doing a deep healing of your inner child. So be kind and patient to yourself and give yourself a lot of love, okay? For many of us, the word no is so important on this journey. And you as masculines, spread yourself thin like we all have. And this is your part of the journey to prepare you for your next level of consciousness, that you're healing all of that right now, and that we do have to say no. So, there is a part of this journey where we have to spend time on our own, go within, connect with our higher self, our team, and determine what will make us personally happy, okay? So a lot of it is about slowing down and about taking good care of ourselves. And that's why the Emperor, we're all bringing in that masculine energy, but this is for you masculines to elevate up and awaken more and bring forward more of your abilities, okay? That does require slowing down and taking really good care of yourself, all right? Now I love this. For the feminines, heart chakra came forward too, but it's the emerald, it's the forest lovers card, it's the emerald green energy, and it is too about healing. I wrote it down just to make sure that I didn't forget anything. Heart healing, balance, physical health and healing, and nurturing yourself. And it's also about spending time in nature. And when I do my sessions, whether an hour, half an hour, 90 minutes, I do incorporate a 12 chakra balance and a healing in each session. And I always connect with your higher self before the session and ask what color would be most beneficial for the balance. And emerald green has been one of the key colors for the divine feminines for a long time. So I just want to share with you that that's come forward for this weekend. And it is about, like I said, balancing yourself, spending time in nature, eating green foods, and, just knowing that if your physical body is letting you know if you're going through some ascension symptoms or some physical symptoms, that's the priority. Every day, if our body is saying to us, you need this, this, and this, like I was guided to start a detox a couple days ago, so I started a lemon water detox. I'm going to get into more of a releasing certain foods next week, but that's what a lot of us right now are being called to shift our energy and open up our hearts, and lots of heart healing for feminines right now, okay? This is for you, Empress, to become more of the Empress and to tune in more to your guidance, your higher self, and your intuitive gifts as well. All right. So that's what's so beautiful. I was guided also to remind everyone there's a lot of solar flares that are in the process this weekend. They started yesterday. I know from personal experience, I was wide awake Saturday morning at from 3 to 5 a.m. I was over energized. I was not able to sleep. So I did do some meditation, and then I was able to fall back asleep. But I just wanted to let you know that some of you might be impacted by the solar rays and the solar frequencies this weekend, that they are here to activate and elevate and bring in new light codes, okay? The overall card as well for the weekend is, for all of us, Metatron, diamond light codes coming in, activating higher frequency. For all of you, some of you, more your upper chakras are opening, and that's, again, information that I bring for you on your personal journey during a session. But just a reminder that Metatron is working extremely hard for many of us right now, bringing in that wisdom, bringing in those light codes, and helping us to elevate and connect more to there's two grids. There's a new crystalline grid, a 5D grid around the new Earth, around the new timeline, and then there's an inner grid within the Earth that's connected to our Earth star and our soul mission. And that is what a lot of us as Starseeds, Twin Flames and Lightworkers, we're being gently moved over from the 3D grid, the old grid, to the 5D grid, okay? And it's gradual for everyone. So just be really, really kind and patient to yourself. I just heard, drink lots of water, hydrate, which is what I've been doing. Believe it or not, all of this is bringing us strength. This is 8. This is the other card I was guided to show. It is unifying the feminine and masculine energies within us. It's bringing balance, and that will bring balance in our outer world as well. But we have to choose to bring balance into our reality. And that those of you on a twin flame journey, that will be mirrored in your twin. But you can't focus on that person. You have to focus on your own journey and bring your own tools to the table to bring balance in your life. I had the message last November, just before the 11/11 gateway, that I had to bring more balance into my life. And I hadn't realized that I had kind of gotten back into, even though working and doing what I love, I'd gotten back into this groove of working too many hours. Excuse me, I've got my hair. I was working too many hours was exactly what I was doing in the corporate world. So that's when I started to notice certain patterns in my reality, and I was guided, you need to pull back and bring more balance into your life. So I always will come online and share with all of you when I get a download. But I was crazy there for a while. I was doing videos every day, and I have to have more time for me to connect to source, to bring that energy to all of you during sessions as well. So I wanted to share that with all of you. But the other message that came forward for anyone who watches this at any time over the weekend is, you've done this before. You've ascended before. You've gone through an ascension and awakening before. You absolutely can do this. So it's a bit of a rah-rah day today. So just know, if you're experiencing a lot of physical or emotional things happening, if you're going through any purging, which I just did for the last 3 weekends, that you can do it. You've got the tools to do it. And if you don't have the tools, find someone who will assist you. During sessions, I always bring tools for you via your higher self, because I empower all of you to work with your team of light to help you get back to your soul mission, move your soul mission forward, all of that, okay? So just remember, you've got the strength to keep going. You've done this before, and you can keep going, all right? When you feel a purge coming on, which could be emotional, physical, oftentimes they will come with the solar flares. The solar flares can trigger emotional purges, such as crying or anger or depression or fears, all of that, because the lower chakras are getting a detox of old belief systems that have to go, which is dissolving the ego, whether you're masculine or feminine. It's been happening for all of us because everything amped up. Basically, the light codes, everything changed to a higher frequency and more intense as of March. So we have to go, if the tools that you've been using haven't been working, then you need to find some new tools. And even myself, I've had to switch and alternate between different types of exercise and conscious meditation of sitting still and receiving and connecting, okay? So we've all had to go through a shift, and that is what's happening right now. The event is new waves of light codes coming in. They're more intense. They're different colors. They're different sacred geometry. For those of you on the twin flame journey, it is preparing you. I've got the card in my hand. It is preparing you for your true love story, okay? And your twin, your divine partner, no matter where they are on the planet, they're also being prepared. They're going through just as much as you are, but they're going through it in a different way. Their higher self and their team is working with them, all right? That was the message that came through for me to share with you all. So I'm just going to show you the cards side by side because I find this so beautiful that both of the cards, so masculines, you've got the two young souls side by side, you know, looking at the pink energy, which is the love and the self-love, and the divine feminine, you have the forest lovers and the green energy, but both. It's so wonderful, so beautiful. By the way, if any of you have any questions that you'd like to ask me, type it in the comments and I will answer when I come back at the end. Okay? Thank you so much, beautiful souls. Thank you for being here. All right, so that's what's going on with the divine feminines and masculines this weekend. I'm just going to have a sip of water as I read my writing. So I covered receiving the diamond light codes, which are very high frequency, and they are the new light codes coming from Source, coming from Metatron is assisting us. The diamond light codes are connected to the 12th chakra, which is called the stellar gateway. And for those of you who don't know, I do work with the 12th chakra system. There are more than that, but for now, moving from the 7 chakra system to the 12 chakra system is pretty well where we're at right now. It makes the most sense. If we expand any farther than that, it will confuse a lot of souls who are just awakening. So I'll just show you this little card there. There's the new 12 chakra system. So you have the typical 7 chakras, although there is an 8th called the cosmic heart that's here. And I work with 3 above. So I work with the soul star, the galactic chakra, which is the 11th, the stellar gateway, which is the 12th. So those are the ones up above. The 12th chakra is out in the solar system, and it is connected to receiving our light codes, and then they're brought down. And then the one at the bottom is the Earth star, and that's us connecting to the new Earth grid, which is where the Earth star carries our new divine blueprint for our soul mission and our abundance. It's also related, if you've got a twin flame journey, it is related to your twin soul mission as well, okay? So I just want to let you all see that for the new ones. And, oh, I was going to bring a book as a prop, and I didn't bring one, so let me see. I'll just grab a little book. Okay, so so we've got the diamond light codes coming in. Some of you are being impacted by the solar flares. Many of us experience the solar flares before they're shared about. There's a lot of sites out there that share about the Schumann resonance on the Earth and the solar energy coming in. Many of us experience it before that. We have I call them eruptions, because our chakra system is connected to our planetary solar system. So absolutely, we're feeling a lot. And I should have known the cards that came forward for the whole month of April. And I never know what's coming like the rest of us. I'm just given information on a daily basis. The solar plexus is the key chakra for this entire month, which is connected to our solar plexus and the sun. So, of course, we have a lot of solar activity. The other card that came forward, which is 30, is integration. So we received a complete shift of, many of us, new chakras, a new upgrade to our energy field. New codes are coming in all the time, including whether you've seen your twin or not. They're also going through that. This is a month of integration. So this is a month of our physical chakras integrating all of those codes as best we can. You do have a team of light, and your higher self is working with you, but some of you are experiencing more symptoms than usual because the codes are different and it's a different time, okay? So I wanted to share that with you. Okay, so Akashic Healing. This is a big chunk of what I offer in sessions now, and I wanted to share a little bit about what that is, because I'm reminded that every time we go through a huge gateway, more of you expand up, you amp up your abilities, you start to remember more, you start to be able to take in more, and you start to remember, oh my gosh, I'm a starseed, that resonates with me. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm a twin flame, that resonates with me. So the Akashic Records, this was the massive download that I received when I went to Egypt. Don't have to go to Egypt anymore. Energetically, that's part of the downloads that you're receiving. And you also received a big chunk of what was in the Akashic Records when you incarnated, all right? So I'm just going to use this book. This book is basically, let's just say it's one lifetime. So you have a whole library based on any of the lifetimes that you've ever experienced here on Earth. As a twin flame, as a starseed, as a light worker, many of you came back and incarnated at this time for many reasons. 1, to be of service. 2, to be part of the team to transition over from the 3D matrix to the grid and then help those around you also transition. And 3, I can't count today. 3, to clear your Akashic records, your soul records. Some of you have come back to do that. To be in a physical body, this is the way we do it. So you're clearing past lives, different timelines, family karma, all these things. You're healing that and releasing it. You're here to bust templates and clear belief systems from the collective. So for many of you, you're coming to clear your Akashic records. You're coming to clear your whole book, your whole library. And we can't do this out of body. We have to do this here. So for many of you, you're not even connected with your twin yet or your divine partner, because you're here to clear the Akashic records for you before you even can do that, all right? So on that note, I will just share with you a little bit about the Akashic. I've been clearing my own Akashic, like conscious of it, since 2014. So part of the reason we are in separation from our twin flames is to be on our personal ascension, to start our soul mission, to get moving and get going. That there's more to this journey than just being with the twin, being with your divine partner. Some of you have come back together, but it's been a very slow process because the soul mission, your personal being of service, is key at this time to help the collective consciousness awaken, okay? So for some of you, that's going to be very public. For some of you, it's going to be very local. It's different for everyone. But that's what I'm here to share about. And that's what the difference is. The clearing of the Akashic Soul Records right now is super important because that's going to help you release yourself from the matrix and move forward to the 5D consciousness, okay? So the Akashic healing right now is happening for a lot of you. And like I said, I was already doing that in 2014. I went through my first separation from my twin flame for a few years. And during that time, I started to work with my higher self and my team of light. And that's when I started having other teachers that were ahead of me teaching me what I share with you. So I learned that I had a higher self, that I had a team of light, that I was, I started to remember, oh yes, I'm a starseed. And I have all these abilities, and I'm supposed to be here to be of service. So that's what I started to offer. I did readings online. I had a blog talk radio show. I started to create videos. I went through all of this. Then, of course, I had a reconnection with my twin, but we weren't ready. Oftentimes, you will be brought back to be with your twin, to both reboot each other, reactivate each other, to get down to do more work. And that's sort of what the ebb and flow of the union is. And it's about unconditional love. And it's about trusting and having faith in the universe and your journey. All right. So in December 2017, Archangel Michael and Metatron came to me and said, it's really important for you to start sharing more about the Akashic Records and offer sessions to everyone. So I went through like a 15-day in-depth, deep process with them where I was doing deep clearing and healing for myself, and I'm collapsing all these timelines, and they were bringing me new templates, which I now offer to you in sessions, okay? So I'm just going to share about 3 in particular. They're based around color rays. So the first one is a new one that just came forward last week it's now on my website. It's with the turquoise ray, which you can see I'm wearing a lot of now. It would be specifically called for if you are guided and you're connected to Atlantis or Lemuria or Egypt or the Mayan or anything related to the turquoise water, the turquoise color. You've had a lifetime. We're clearing a lot around what happened around the fall of Atlantis or any of these civilizations, Greece, Turkey, Hawaii, Australia. Any of these areas that are now surrounded by turquoise water are connected to are connected to Atlantis and Lemuria. I've got Hawaii on the brain because it's calling to me. So those timelines we're clearing and healing right now in our Akashic, whether you remember them or not. We don't always need to remember everything, but many of you were traumatized for the downfall of those civilizations, as was I. And so a lot of you are doing clearing in your dream time, and or that color is calling to you. If you resonate with being by the water, if you live and breathe to be near the ocean, if you feel like you're a mermaid or a merman, the turquoise Akashic Healing session would be for you, okay? The next one is the magenta color, the magenta Akashic Healing package. It's related to, let me just see if I got my picture. It's related to the soul star. It's related to this chakra. That carries our belief systems about being male or female. It carries the belief systems around karma, past lives, family belief systems. Many of you came in with really challenging families, and many of you chose your family to come in and clear those timelines. So that's the center here, and that's the magenta Akashic session, okay? The third one is called the gold ray Akashic session, and it's related to your Earth star. So it's related to your soul mission, the new abundance. It's also related to clearing family bloodlines. And that session includes the gold and the silver rays. It's the balance of the divine feminine and masculine. But I just wanted to share with you all what the different colors were as well. If you have any questions, check out my website and email me, and I will answer as best I can, all right? So I wanted to share that with you. Again, the gold session is to clear family bloodlines and activate the new, activate connecting you to the new Earth crystalline grid, but also activate your soul mission template for the new Earth, okay? So I wanted to share that with you. For those of you who are Starseeds, that would be a good package for you as well. Okay, so let me just see what else is happening. I had pulled some crystals for everyone for this weekend just to, because we're all doing a lot of heart healing right now. So I did pull some cards for all of us just to sort of say whether you're masculine or feminine, if you like to work with crystals, this would be great. And I have little props, of course. For the longest time, when I remembered that I was from Atlantis and I used to be one of the goddess healers in the temples that worked with crystals, etc. I was so into buying crystals that were in hearts. So I have hearts today, which is beautiful. So first off, rose quartz is a fantastic stone. It's a fantastic, amazing self-love stone to keep with you and work with, whether you're masculine or feminine. And it is for healing, harmony, patience, and gentleness, okay? So I have a lovely rose quartz heart that I keep with me when I can, and you can sleep with it under your pillow or keep it with you. Green stones are amazing. There's many different kinds of green stones, but today I was guided to show this one. It's green jasper, but I actually have green jade. So that's just showing you a different kind of green stone. But green jasper, and this is about making choices. So it says positive energy, manifestation, and promise. So greenstone is an awesome color stone if pink doesn't resonate with you, but it also is just a great stone to just bring forth that manifestation ability, that bring that balance in your life that you might need. Maybe you don't have access to trees and nature, so a greenstone would be really beneficial for you as well. And it's great for your body too, for strengthening. All right. Now, I pulled one card and I found this really interesting. This is a stone that's not very common for a lot of people. It's like a grounding stone. It's called bronzite, but the message came forward for me to show it all to you because the word service is at the bottom. So many of you are at that stage, at that crossroad in your life with, how can I serve more? How can I give back more? How can I be of service? So bronzite is a great stone for you to carry around. It's a great stone for light workers. It's grounding and it's protecting, okay? Certainty, courtesy, decision-making. So it helps you make choices. And as the lower chakras are getting a detox and a reboot, these are great stones to bring you energy, help you stay grounded and in your power. And that's what the solar plexus is all about. So of course, citrine, the yellow stone, this is also about wisdom and knowledge and empowerment. And it says self-esteem, understanding, memory. So I feel like citrine would be a great stone for a lot of you who feel like you're needing that energy and that empowerment to move forward and make new choices. Tiger's Eye always comes forward. I was just a reminder, it says strength. Tiger's Eye is a fantastic stone. It's one of my favorite stones. It came to me as a child. I know there's a whole group of you out there that also Tiger's Eye came to you as one of the first stones. It is for self-confidence, courage, and independence. But it's also great. It balances all the lower chakras, root, sacral, solar plexus. And I know there was this whole wave the last couple of weeks of not having a lot of energy or motivation. We were all feeling it. It was just part of our integration. We needed a lot of sleep. But now we're getting the it's time to get moving message. So Tiger's Eye is a great stone for that. And also carnelian. Carnelian is a wonderful orange stone. It's great for the sacral chakra. It brings in joy and happiness and play, and make that also brings in that balance. So it's about power, creativity, and energy. All right. So I wanted to share those all with you in case you love crystals and stones and you've been feeling stuck and you want to have some fun with crystals and stones. So absolutely. It's interesting, besides the heart chakra stones, that the lower stones are very important right now to help us moving and get going, all right? Some of you are doing great, but I know a lot of you are feeling that sort of procrastination energy. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm just going to share again. If you're interested in any sessions, everything on my website right now is half off. I am booking into May. The turquoise, gold, or magenta Akashic sessions that are 90 minutes are almost 75% off this weekend. And all the other readings, the 60-minute sessions, are half off as well. All right, beautiful souls. I'm just going to see if anybody has any questions. If you have any questions, just type in below. I've got some time. Thank you all for being here. Let me see. Oh, hold on. Gina's saying she's taking her first Reiki course on the 6th. Well done, Gina. That's awesome. So thank you all for being here. Hi, Alina. Hi, Nash. Does anybody have any questions at all today? Let me know how you're doing, okay? There's been a lot going on. We've been integrating. Like I said, the whole month has been about integration. And I'm finally now starting to feel a bit normal, whatever that means. But I've got energy. I'm feeling more joyful. I'm feeling like as you all know, this is the first live I've been able to do on a weekend for months because I've had too much going on in my personal life and also just energy-wise. March. And what are we into now? It's the 20th of April. Basically, for the last 6 weeks, the energy's been kicking my butt. You can still hear my throat and my upper chakras are integrating light, so I'm still a little bit scratchy and stuff. But I'm not the only one, you know. And I also I was sharing with another soul. Those of you who are on the twin flame journey and you've been experiencing a lot of ascension symptoms, you are being prepared for your beloved, okay? You are being prepared for your divine partner. Let me just find the cards here. They're disappearing. It's just to strengthen. It's to strengthen everything within. It's balancing the divine feminine and masculines. And you as masculines, you have been purging a lot. And we've also, as feminines, we've been taking on that energy, okay? So it is happening. Many twins are coming together. It's not a joke. Those who have had to leave the journey, it's okay. It's called surrender. It's part of the journey. You as a soul can only do so much on behalf of your twin and your divine partner. You have to get on with your own life and experience fun and joy. And your higher selves will bring you back together when it's the right time. That is us trusting and having faith on this journey, on this universal path. If you need to set it down for a while and go do your own thing, do it. That's what the surrender part of this journey is about. I did a whole series about that last year. We're not supposed to save and rescue our twin or anyone. We're supposed to be working on finding tools for clearing our energy field, staying balanced, staying grounded, being of service, keeping our frequency high. And then that, based on law of attraction, will bring your beloved back into your life, they have to do their own work, or someone will come into your life, okay? There's so many, there's not like just one version of the twin flame journey. Every single twin journey is unique. Every one of you is going on your journey, finding your soul mission. And just remember, I've shared this before, if you and your twin or beloved are not together, you haven't met, soul mission is key, which is also about taking care of your physical health. For a lot of you, that's the first step. For a lot of you, it's like take care of your physical body. Find tools to ground yourself, to make sure you're drinking enough water, make sure you're spending time in nature, or you're doing some kind of meditation or yoga, that your eating habits are as good as they can be, and that's going to shift your vibration. When we shift our vibration, we shift our reality and our direction. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you all with tools. If you're called to work with me, reach out, all right? And the other thing is, oftentimes we will meet our twin and we will come back together when it's time for another part of the journey. But even though some twins have come together, some have had to go through another level of separation, like I did. Many of us have had to do that in the last year and a bit, because the other twin needed time to elevate and ascend on their own, and they deserve that. Every single person on this journey, ascension is the priority. That is your awakening. That is like you did come here to be of service and to release yourself from the 3D matrix and start moving over to the grid. If you're a starseed, that's absolutely important. You have a different energy body. You have different chakras. You have a different purpose for being here. And you also have a different team of light that's working with you. I do offer Starseed sessions as well, so you can check those out. So I'm going to, if nobody has any questions, I'm going to sign off. I wish you all a beautiful weekend. Lots of love and aloha. And until my next live, I will wish you guys a beautiful, beautiful day. Thanks, everyone. Bye.